Difference between the CBC and Rebel News. Let's be honest about that. Come on, James. I mean, we're not talking about people refusing to talk to Press Progress or somebody else here.
Yeah, well, it's not just Rebel News that gets dismissed. Others do as well. Is my point. And let's, don't ride too high on your moral high horse there, because you're suspect to fall off.
Okay, look, I agree. But when you allow 4 questions, no follow-ups, and pre-select is going to get a question, how do you even explore the consequence of policy? And then when they won't make the local candidates available,
I agree.
Like,
absolutely.
It is a conversation with voters. Yeah, quickly. Yep. Go ahead.
Really quick. So, look, at the end of the day, answering questions in press conferences from reporters is almost never going to help a leader get his message across, right? You don't do that because it's going to help you hammer your message home. You do it because it's part of the job. You do it because it's part of democracy. And yes, he is taking some questions, but he is, as we've discussed, taking them in a very limited fashion. And there is a slide towards what does that mean in the future? How would you govern? Those are legitimate questions to ask. And if a candidate is demonstrating some behavior, it does open the question and the conversation to the behavior of the campaign and the leader, which has been taking place now, not just in the campaign, but when he was on Parliament Hill too, and after he became leader.
Okay.
Well, and further to Cameron's point, by the way, we've seen the Prime Minister of this country, we've seen Chrystia Freeland, we've seen Jagmeet Singh all say to independent journalists, who I may not have much time for, and neither might anybody else in this panel, but say to them flat out, I'm not talking to you. I will not answer your questions. So all parties do this in different ways. Today was this moment, but let's give equal scrutiny to all the others who do it as well.
There's a big difference between the CBC and Rebel News. Let's be honest about that. Come on, James. I mean, we're not talking about people refusing to talk to Press Progress or somebody else here.
Yeah, well, it's not just Rebel News that gets dismissed. Others do as well. Is my point. And let's, don't ride too high on your moral high horse there, because you're suspect to fall off.
Okay. Look, I would make one point.
I'm not on the horse.
None of the national leaders have done a sit-down mainstream English language interview throughout this campaign. A couple of them spoken to Nardwar, the Human Serviette, and Mark Critch, but not, any of the political shows, and you can draw what conclusion you want from that.